Right fellas, it's Tommy Rochson here from Rochson Fitness, and today I wanted to start a new sort of playlist. It's going to be called something along the lines of discussions, and it's basically just going to be me talking to you from the heart, uncut, unedited, just about various things on my mind, stuff like that. So today I want to talk to you about mind-muscle connection. Because I mean, lots of people, I tell them in the gym, if they're asking me like, oh, so how do I do this exercise? I'll be like, okay, so put your arms like this and pull it down, make sure your mind-muscle connection is really good. And then often they ask like, oh, what's the mind-muscle connection? So I just thought I'll let you guys all know what mind-muscle connection is. Because it's one of the most important things for any gym goer. No matter what your aims are, mind-muscle connection is very important. Because for me, personally, the most important things are the pump and mind-muscle connection. But if you're someone who's like not trying to build muscle, only trying to sort of lose fat and things like that, and maybe if they're only doing cardio in the gym, this applies to them as well. If you're not doing weight training, mind-muscle connection is very important because it basically decides where you put all your energy, and it decides where you're going to get the results. So what it is basically mindfulness applied. And if you don't know what mindfulness is, I'll just describe that to you briefly as well. And it's basically controlling your mind, which can be, if it's untrained, so you don't do mindfulness, you can describe it as sort of a puppy. And it basically, you can't control it. It goes where it wants. It often wanders. It goes from one place to another. So at one point you might be thinking about the maths tests you just did, and then like 5 seconds later you could be thinking of what you're going to have for lunch tomorrow, and then next you could be thinking about like a piece of music you're going to be playing in a few weeks, and it's just like that. Whereas mindfulness, what it teaches, one of the things it teaches is to keep your mind within your body. Either that or just in the present. So as perhaps if you're walking back home after like being in town or something like that, then just to notice things around you in the present, but also to notice things in the body. So to practice noticing sensations that you're feeling inside your body, whether it be in your feet, noticing tingling, noticing how tight your shoes or socks are, whether it be in your legs, like your trousers on them, whether they're sore from a rugby match the day before or something like that. And how this links to mind-muscle connection is basically, mind-muscle connection is mindfulness applied. So when you're in the gym, when you're, for example, doing a biceps curl, and someone tells you to do mind-muscle connection, make your mind-muscle connection good, what you basically have to do is do a bit of mindfulness, control your mind, put your mind into here, and just notice everything in here. Not in here, not in your shoulders, not in your triceps, not anywhere else. It doesn't matter if it's your arm, that's not good enough, it has to be inside the particular muscle you're training. And physically, I don't actually know if this changes anything, but afterwards you will definitely notice the muscle you're trying to work will be getting a better pump, or it'll be burning more, or you'll notice you're sweating a lot more and things like that. And very often what people need to do is just slow down their reps. Because often people, they say, oh, okay, right, so 3 sets of 15 on 8 kgs. Right, so let's just go through the reps. Yeah, it's a bicep curl, cool. But then, or like this, or whatever type of curl they're doing. And very often they just completely miss mind-muscle connection. So if you're doing this exact same thing with mind-muscle connection, you'd have it, you'd be ready. And it's often helped quite a lot if you're looking at the muscle you're working, because it helps put your mind in there. When you first start doing mind-muscle connection, so you stand there, you basically slow it down, you just think of the contraction, think of the biceps, of the little filaments in the muscle fibers meshing together like that. Think of that. Think of it all getting more compressed. Think of everything tensing in there. What's a common misconception is when someone does like a curl, they think of the weight moving up, or like this part of their arm moving up. That's wrong. If you want to see results and you want to get good mind-muscle connection, you need to put your attention and focus into the muscle you're training. So if you do a curl, you feel it inside there, in here. So you can do it with your eyes closed and you're just feeling it. So 3 sets of 15, you're just feeling it in the muscle. And this goes hand in hand with form, because those are basically the two most important things that you need to focus on. Because very often people just think, okay, yeah, cool, so I'm going to do some curls with good form, not move my upper arm a lot, not swing, not do any of that, and they just go through the motions, and then they end up feeling it a bit in their forearms, a bit in their shoulders. Even if they're not moving their upper arm, they can feel it in their shoulders, feel it everywhere else, and then they're just thinking of moving the dumbbells up and down. When actually, if you were doing it with just your mind, you'd be feeling in the muscle you're training, and you'd be getting a much better pump or burn or sensation like that, simply by putting your attention into the muscle and noticing things. So with that said, I think I've described mind-muscle connection pretty well. I'm going to start doing discussions like these more often, so I can talk maybe about things such as the pump in more detail, and yeah, other things like that, and also my opinions on certain things. So like, for example, gym culture, I might talk about that one week. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, and if you think you learned something, then please do give it a thumbs up. Remember to add my Snapchat at @T_watchdog. Same for my Instagram. And if you want a routine, which I'll personalize for you if you maybe want to do a bit more cardio in your routine, or a bit more sort of powerlifting, or a bit more like muscle, gaining muscle in your routine, or anything like that, then just email me at Rochussent, ROCHUSSENT, @gmail.com. It's in my YouTube, like, about. If you go on the about, it's there. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next video.